This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, oh, 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 oh. They knew me for the old me. They can't stop me now, I'm with the home team. No beginner, I'm a winner. Took a couple losses, now I'm cooking, let me simmer. Yeah, yeah, tunnel vision, all I see is win, 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 win. This my city section where you been. We move faster alone, but go further together. We can weather any weather forever. A dream team, I done seen things. Confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team, I celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, oh, 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 oh. Probably thought you knew. A new day is approaching, turn the gray skies into blue. I grew up on these same blocks, school of hard knocks. Had to get it on a hard time, took the hard shots, but we made it. Anticipated, highly decorated. The home team is winning, celebrated. The victory is all mine, and everything is alright. And you know how to see things, confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team, I celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, oh, 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 oh.
All right, what up, though? What's up, everybody? Wait a second. What side is that? That's this side here? There's a crack in my green screen because I had to move my camera over. That's this side. Let me move it over just a little bit. All right, that helped. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. This one is for Sunday, the 20th of April, 2025. And guess what? We get paid tomorrow. That's right. All my monetized YouTube channels know what's up. We get that cheddar bob tomorrow. What's up? Rolling with Carlos. What up, though? Anna D. What's going on? Power plus nature. How are you? Same name brother says, let's go. I hope everyone enjoying their Easter Sunday. Is anything open on Easter? Because it's been a long time. Liz Vlogs, what's going on? Always dropping the happy whatever day it is. Roland McCarlo says good evening, and Tracy says hello, everybody. So today we are going to, be answering any questions you have, talking about how was your last week on YouTube. I've noticed some things that are, I'm noticing some things, right? So we make content about a particular individual that, thank goodness, has been off the radar for the last 4 days. Believe it or not, since I started talking about her, this is the longest I've gone without a video. I will say this, when she returns, I think it's going to be juicy. I think it's going to be some stuff that's going to be revealed as well. But this is kind of intriguing. The suspense is definitely building up, so we'll see how that turns out. But I have been enjoying this break of not talking about that particular individual. But what I have noticed is that when I don't make a video about that particular individual, I get about 30 to 35% of the viewers who view my content that is not about her. And most of these people are actual content creators or aspiring content creators. So I'm kind of seeing now how my audience is going to shape up. You're going to have people that are going to fade away, and we're going to get new people. The good news is I have been growing every day, whether I make a video about her or not. Jacqueline says, Walmart is open. Did not even know that. Am I done with that individual? I'm done with that individual when that individual is done scamming. Anna D says, I had to watch Prime Video today because it ain't no stuff in these streets. She working on something. Yes, she is. I believe that 100%. Slasher Chick says, Happy Easter. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's go over my numbers for this week. I don't know if I'm going to do this every single week, but you guys got any questions about YouTube or, you know, my video making process or anything like that, or whatever, let me know. All right, so let's go. And this is how I'm able to kind of tell where my audience is shifting to. My video, you're going to see here that all my videos at the top are about that particular individual. Then underneath that, they tend to drop. But what I have noticed is that I get about a third of the views that I get when I don't talk about her. I get about a third of the views when I do. So that tells me that where my audience is at. And I notice that the people who are commenting on those videos are people who are either making content or really trying to make content and actually do something. You'll see that during the movement that was going on over the past 6 to 8 months, that movement has kind of faded away. As a matter of fact, I wanted to make a video about YouTube on easy mode and what happened to that. As quickly as that came, it disappeared. It disappeared. Everybody and their mother was talking about it, and now it is not a thing anymore. Now, there were a couple of YouTube channels that were really pushing that, but they have since pivoted in their content. So you guys got any questions? Also, I'm probably going to have to start doing channel reviews live, man, because we have 40 people who have filled out the form. I think 5 of them are done. I actually was talking to Lacey B. We're trying to set up a interview day. And what's going to happen is if you fill out a form, there's now an added question to ask if you would like to be interviewed as part of the form as well. Okay, Roland Carlos says, I have a question, ask away. Go right ahead. Based on your experience, Derek, how long will it take for my second channel to get some traction? Okay, Carlos, that is a really good question, bro. I appreciate that question. So because you're talking about, now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I want to be sure. When you are talking on this new channel, is it strictly Dolphins or is it Miami related? And then after you answer that, I can say, do you think that it's hurting your channel because that's a split audience? Yes and no, Chico. I feel like it's kind of a mixture right now. So you have, and I'm only based, like, according to YouTube, I don't really have an audience. And I noticed that when I make a video about her, her channel recommends my videos. But when I don't make a video about her, it doesn't. So it's all over the place. So I think that helps, that hurts as well. So according to YouTube, I don't really have an audience yet, but just based off of kind of noticing what's going on, I think that there's about a third of my audience that are either aspiring creators or actually create content. Okay, so it's all Dolphins. Okay, so that's kind of tricky. Carlos, what I would do, like, I still tag my videos. I still tag my videos. When I make a video, I want to show y'all, I don't know if you guys know what tags are, but tags were a big deal back in the day. I still use them because I just feel better using them. But back in the day, I'm talking about a long time ago, 10, 15 years ago, YouTube used to give you tags for free. They used to give you tags for free. Now they only give you 3, if I'm not mistaken. And in order to get tags, you would have to pay for like a third-party program. Or you can type them in yourself, whatever you want to do. But they used to be free. They would recommend tabs. So every time you added a tag, it would auto refresh and it would give you another tag to put in. And then YouTube, everything is about money, unfortunately. So the business has to grow. I don't really blame them because they have to find a way to house all of these billions and trillions of hours of content. And we get to post content for free. And they pay us, you know what I mean? So I don't complain if they make some rule changes. So Carlos, it's that's hard to say because you started it in the off season. You know what I mean? Like if you would have started it during free agency and you would have talked, like I would recommend, because I didn't watch, I don't know if you did this, make a video about Jalen Ramsey, that whole situation. Jalen Ramsey, make a video about Tyreek Hill and that whole situation if you want to. You don't have to really dive into the specifics of what he's been accused of, but you can make a Tyreek Hill video. The trick that I use on my other channel is I'm like a news and rumors channel, right? So what I do is I Google daily information about the Detroit Lions. Also, another place to tap into, I know you might not like it, I hate it particularly, but it's great for news, is Twitter. Follow Tom Pelissero, follow Ian Rappaport, follow Adam Schefter, follow your local Dolphins guy, follow all of these people, turn the notification bell on, And when they put something out, if it's relevant, talk about it. What you're going to see is people will start coming to you for news. If that's the type of channel you want. If you don't want that channel, do not take any of that advice. But because it's the off season, it's going to be difficult to slowly gain traction. You know what I mean? If it was like in season when football is relevant or trendy, then it would be different. So that's hard to say. With the draft coming up, bro, you got an opportunity. Like, here's what I would recommend. Now, I don't know what your situation is. I know you said you have people helping you with videos. What I like, tune in to my draft, what I'm going to do for the draft. So what I do for the NFL draft is I stream all, and I know you can't necessarily do this, but I've been doing it for a couple of years. I stream all day. So on Thursday, we'll start streaming at 7. We'll go through the end of the draft. Day 2, we get on an hour before we go to the end of the draft. Day 3, we get on an hour before we go to the end of the draft. What I do in between that is when the Lions draft somebody, I have a software that allows me to make videos while I'm live streaming. I make a video, and then I'll upload that content and release the video. Because live streaming and video is 2 different audiences. Just like shorts versus live streaming versus video, 2 different audiences. So that's what I do. Now, this year, I'm going to have a co-host. So while I'm uploading the video, he'll be able to entertain while I'm doing that. What's up? Penny says, Croco popped up on my stuff, dancing to copyright music. I learned to check out, what is that, Licked? But it seemed mostly B-sided music. I'm not an Elvis person, but she was not using music on Licked. Where is the copyrighted music to use? Penny, I don't know. I actually have a subscription. They have a few different websites, but I've been with this particular website for years. It's called Epidemic Sound. Now, YouTube does have a free music library that you can use their music. Some of it is free with no, where you don't have to add anything in the description. Some stuff it'll tell you it's revenue sharing. Some stuff it'll tell you you can use it if you put this information in the description. So I use, like, the song I just played is a copywritten song. Eventually, they'll take all the revenue for the stream through AdSense. Like, I don't make any money during this, during these live streams. So I don't really worry about it. But during, like, my other lives, I won't do it on, if the live can make a substantial amount of money, I'm not going to do it on that stream. But yeah, I use Epidemic Sound. I pay a subscription of, I think it's maybe $20 a month, and I can use any song from their library copyright free. But if I was to stop the copyright, last I remember, they would claim the stream or claim the song in the stream. Okay, Carlos, listen, bro. Carlos, recommendations. Get a co-host. It's a very, very long day. I don't know if you're going to do day 1, day 2, day 3. I've been doing this for 7 years, bro. So it's a very long, tiresome 3 days. Like, it is tough, man. But last year, I made about $1,000 over those 3 days. This year, I expect to make more than that. So, do you think that individual is cooking another scamathon? Chico, I do. I think that if I think that there is a him in the picture. How deep that rabbit hole goes, I don't know, but absolutely, the shout outs are still going on. And I think something is in the works because she doesn't know how to do it otherwise. So I'm just I'm loving it. It's been 5 days since I made a video. Like, I made a video about her last Tuesday, and it's been therapeutic, man. It really has. But the channel reviews, I'm so far behind that I might have to start doing them live. Let me see. I did a Tyreek Hill and Jalen Ramsey video. Okay, fantastic. That's fantastic. For real. All right, so here are my numbers for the last 28 days. We'll do this every, until, if I start making like thousands of dollars, man, I don't know if I want to show y'all that because, people be in your pockets and all this stuff. And, just know I'm not a scammer. I've had 51,000 views, 7,000 hours of watch time. I'm plus 233 subscribers, and I've made $484. That's the last 28 days. But since we've been on last week, let me see how I've done. I've had 10,000 views, which is 16% less than last time, 1,600 hours of watch time, 46 subscribers, and I've made $114. And now for the month of April, I have 32,000 views, 4,000 hours of watch time. I'm plus 155, and I've made $353.31. There's a couple of reasons that I didn't want to show my revenue. One, you got the pocket watchers, right? You got people like, imagine if that particular person didn't show her revenue, right? But it was kind of a double-edged sword. They were doing it for two reasons, and it wound up backfiring on them. But in order for me to truly show you, it's better to actually show you the dashboard and not a screenshot, because as we know, screenshots can be altered. So I like to show y'all there is real money in YouTube if it's done right. It really is. So I also want to show you what my CPM has been. Where are we at? We got to go to watch page ads, and then it'll tell you what your CPM. So cost per meal, right here, $17.56. So that's on average of what advertisers pay. And don't forget, YouTube takes 45%. I know the numbers might be a little bit off, but they take 45% of watch page ads. So then they, this is not my revenue, but this is the average that advertisers pay. But it'll differ. It'll differ based on length of video, time of the month it is, time of year it is. It's so many factors that go into determining what CPM is, which is what advertisers pay. Latoya, what up, dog? Hey, Latoya, did you get my comment about your son? Derek, did you get the soundboard? Yes, I did get those, Carlos. That should be fantastic, man. I can't wait to. I myself have a Shure SM7B and a Rodecaster Pro and a Rodecaster Pro 2. Yeah, I bought the Rodecaster Pro back in 2019, and then they came out with a 2. I upgraded that in 2023. Bro, that revenue is through the roof. You think so? My channel is monetized. I only make 2 to 3 per 1,000 views. Okay, Chico, what do you talk about? You got 2 channels, right? You got the one you're on now and then like 2 or 1. So yeah, it really all depends. Like, I could show you my sports stuff, and that's totally different. Like, it's a whole different thing. So it really depends. But yeah, so that's it pretty much. Yeah. But like I said, y'all, I have been excited about not talking about that particular individual. It's been kind of it's been detoxing in a way. You know what I mean? Okay, Latoya, fantastic. Yeah, I was doing some research, and I thought you couldn't be 18 or you had to be 18. But the good news is you guys can start it and then transfer over when he turns 18. Now, the good news is, here's the good news. So where he got approved for is for fan funding. So that is what you call, as a matter of fact, I will show you. Hold on, let me move this out the way. The reason I switched scenes is because I don't want to show y'all too much information. So I will go over here and in case. All right, so we will go to. All right, here we go. All right, so what he's going to qualify for is fan funding. So fan funding is going to be supers. And what supers are a way for the viewer to contribute to the creator. It's going to be super stickers. It's going to be super thanks and super chat. A super chat is if he went live, which he doesn't do. So in his case, he's going to have something called a super thanks. Super thanks are about 1 year to 2 years old. And what it is, if you guys see on any of my videos, there is a button that says thanks, and it has a heart and a $sign in it. If you were to click that, it's the equivalent of a super chat for a video, which I was wondering if YouTube was ever going to do something like that, because you can get watch page ads from a live stream. Like, there are ads in this live stream. And until so the stream has to process. Once it processes, YouTube catches the song that I played at the beginning, and then they'll stop monetization for me, and they'll start giving it to the people that made the song, right? But you can also super chat or super sticker. Super sticker is like some type of animated gift, something like that of a character, whatever they have, you can choose. But a super chat is kind of cool because the more you give, right, the longer the super chat stays on the screen, the more characters you can actually type. So yeah, it's kind of cool, but that's how he's going to get his funding. Okay, so Latoya says, I thought it was pre-monetization. What's up, ATP? What's going on, bro? So pre-monetization, that's kind of good. I never thought of it like that. So here's the deal with that. Getting monetized is super discouraging. It's very tough, especially when you're stuck in a you're stuck. Like your subscribers aren't moving. Nobody's watching your content. You know, people were getting discouraged, and YouTube wanted to help those numbers, help incentivize you to go that extra mile and get monetized. Because a lot of the creators that were inspired over this recent YouTube is on easy mode, they kind of gave up. They gave up. So about a year and a half ago, YouTube came up with, or it could have been longer, I don't know, my time might be off, but where you can get fan funding. They used to call it something else, but now it's called fan funding. And it allows you to get some type of revenue before getting the bread and butter of AdSense. And that is, as you know, 3,000 hours of watch time and 500 subscribers, because people are stuck. It is hard. I remember I was stuck in the 7s forever. I mean, 7 is not a good number for me. So I was stuck in the 700s for months. It was so discouraging. But YouTube added that. So what'll happen is, let's say you turn on now, because he doesn't go live, you won't be entitled to super chats, but you can get super stickers and super thanks. And what'll happen is they'll give you, let's say somebody wanted to super thank him, he made a video and somebody did $9. It'll show up and that'll be how that works. Yes. Yep. You get the AdSense. And so, Latoya, when you go, you're going to go to earn. You're going to go here. You're going to go to earn. It's going to tell you that you've hit the monetization requirements for this. And then you're going to go through the process of applying. And you're going to see step 1, step 2. Step 1 is something. Step 2 is create an AdSense account. And because he doesn't have one, you're going to have to create one. You're going to read through it. It's going to have a review button at the bottom. You're going to check that. And then from there, you know, if you put that with the Google article that I sent you or whatever, you can figure out how you would go about doing it. But of course, I was over 18 when I did it, so it wasn't an issue for me. Going to Best Buy on Wednesday to get information about a Sony V1 because I need to know how I can use it on my PC. So I don't have to get a tripod. Okay, Carlos. There's a couple things, man. So the camera right now that I'm looking at you on is on a tripod, but I have that space. But there are multiple things you can do. Like if you have a table, you could also have a tripod. You can have the camera off because it looks like your camera is off to the side. So you could have the tripod and the camera off to the side. They make different things that can attach. If you look on Amazon, that can hold a camera, but also attach to your television where you can kind of like a webcam. You know what I mean? Frank Talks Money. What up, though? What's going on? Let me see. PPN says, didn't make a video in 3 months. Made 3 yesterday and got 1K views. Only 1 sub, but I'm happy. Power Plus, I'm glad you came back. It was based on one of your comments from a little while ago. And when you said that you didn't know if you were going to, like you were discouraged a little bit and was going to come back. I'm actually really glad you came back. Congratulations. What's up, Planner Girl? What's going on? Hey, Frank, what up, though, man? We'll be live for the draft, my friend. Derek, I'm also going to buy a nice light off TikTok. Okay, cool. All right, so step 2 is AdSense. Yep, it's AdSense. So once you go through that, and then what's going to happen, so, Latoya, what's going to happen is they're going to ask for some bank account information, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's going to be, they want to, I don't know if they do paper checks anymore. Believe it or not, AdSense, Google would send you a paper check, but it would take forever for you to get one. So they tell you, like, if you choose paper check, it might take 4 extra weeks. So you could be getting paid again, and then you know, like, it's time for another payout. So you just pick a direct deposit, you enter the information, and so here's how AdSense works. If you are, like, for instance, we get paid on the 21st, between the 21st and the 26th of the month, and they give you that time frame because there's a lot of factors. So because I'm in America, if the 21st falls, like I think our first 21st is June, where it's on a Saturday or Sunday. So if the 21st falls on an American holiday or a weekend day, you will not get paid until the next business day. So for instance, if the 21st was a Saturday and then there was a holiday on the 23rd, you wouldn't get paid until the 24th. Right? So sometime tomorrow, I'll get an email saying check your AdSense account, and then all that money is deposited into your bank account. So if you have an AdSense account, and this is where there's a lot of questions and as to what that other person was pushing. If you have multiple YouTube channels, so let's say, I don't know, let's say your son decides to start another YouTube channel, and this time it's about behind the scenes, because that might be a thing that, you know, when he has time that he wants to do, because it could be a thing where, let's say, the stop motion, the people that watch the stop motion don't really care about behind the scenes, but there is a crowd that would care about behind the scenes. So he can make a behind the scenes YouTube channel, right? How he does it, how long it takes him, blah, blah, blah. When that channel becomes monetized, YouTube is going to ask you, do you have an AdSense account already? You're going to say yes, right? And because you can only have one AdSense account, every person is entitled to one. You cannot have more than one. If you have one, they will demonetize, they will remove one and possibly take both of them away. So you got to be careful. So all of the YouTube channels that I have are in one giant AdSense account, and all of them deposit. And so if I made 1,000 from this channel, but 3,000 over here, and then 5,000 over here, right? That's $9,000 that'll be in my AdSense account, and then that money is then transferred to my bank account. What's up, Free Lyric Central? What's up? What's up? Hey, Frank, we better, bro. We better. Your boy is. Hey, I was down on Ford Field on Friday, man. The Michigan Panthers. I was in one of my homies. He runs a podcast for the Panthers, man, and he had like field access. So we went down. It was super cool. That field is trash, bro. It was rubber pellets. I was like, no wonder everybody ripping an ACL. It was like skating on rubber. It was crazy. ATP says, can't wait to get paid tomorrow. Who are you telling, bro? Who are you telling? So here's how this works. So let's say you guys get a monetized YouTube channel. YouTube is so finicky. You will get, this is how it works for me. You get an email any time of the day. It says, check your AdSense, your Google AdSense account. You like, okay. And then, so what I do is every hour on the hour, I check my bank account to see if the deposit is actually there. It can take 5 hours. It can take 5 minutes. It can take 10. It's insane. So all I know is sometime tomorrow, I'm getting paid. Lacey B, what up, though? What's up? Says, do you know if there are slow months on YouTube where all creators make less money? For instance, I feel like April is a really low month, or it could be my content, not really sure. Okay, Lacey, got a question for you. I didn't want to put this out in the street. You emailed me, so I didn't know if that was actually your email address because you hadn't responded. But since I got you on here, I got to ask. The video you made today, I don't really want to ask. I'd rather you email me because I want to ask you a question about it. Oh, but to answer your question, slow months, yes. Financially, as far as I know, okay, January is the wackest month because people are now, advertisers are recovering from Christmas. So I'm going to tell you right now, here's how I've noticed that it worked. It could be different. I don't think anybody knows this for sure, but January is the worst month for AdSense and December is the best. Now, last year there was something going on in America, right? In November. And they were throwing money on YouTube. They were throwing money away. And that was the most money I've ever seen. It was ridiculous. I was making $700 in a day, $400 in a day because they were throwing. So I would say after Thanksgiving, the December revenue peaks up and then they recover in January, February. April that could be the way as well. But Lacey, it all really depends. And I don't know how to find exactly, if I can find exactly, but it really all depends on what advertisers are working with, I guess. So I don't know, but what I've noticed from my experience is like my April has been solid. I was just showing them my, you know what? Let's see. Did I show you what let's see. Where was it? It was analytics. Let's go to revenue. Then we go watch page ads. And let's do for the month of April. And let's see if Lacey, so Lacey, see that? I'm still making $17.56 per 1,000 monetized playbacks. My pay always comes on the 21st without fail. Google on time. Okay, Frank, even on a Saturday or a Sunday. Are you sure about that? Okay, so our first 21st this year is in June. So pay attention in June and see. It could be a bank thing. But for me, mine is, it's never ever on. I don't even get the email on the weekend. Penny says, is there a magic number of placement of tags? No, but I like to fill up my tag box. Even though YouTube says they're irrelevant, I don't believe that. I still just put in, you know, it makes me feel comfortable because I'm a creature of habit. But and it makes the SEO score go up. But what I've noticed is you can only have 500 characters in your tag box. So I put as many as I can fit. And I always put my title as a tag. Let me see. Carlos says, funny, I have U of M fan following my Rolling with Carlos channel, but I love because it helps my channel. I talk smack. Can't wait to be waiting on the 21st with you guys. Okay, so Lisi, were you compensated for that video that you did today? No, you did respond, but when I watched your video, you hadn't at the time. But look, I want to let y'all know something. It is real money on YouTube. Is it finicky? Yes. Is it terrifying? Absolutely. It really is. But it's real money on YouTube. And one of the things that bother me, and if you want to have a 9-to-5, that's fine. If you don't want to do YouTube to make money, that's fine too. We all started, most of us started not making a dime. It took us 5 years to make money, right? The first month I was ever monetized on my first YouTube channel, I didn't even get paid. I had to wait the next month. I was like $1 short. It was like $99, and the minimum threshold is 100. So then the next month I wind up getting the payout. Let me see. Could change on weekend. Haven't had a 21st. Oh, Frank went in. Okay. You are new to this, my brother. June 21st. You will not get the email. You will not get paid. So keep that in mind. I mean, it's not like you're probably struggling anyway, but I'm just saying, so I get paid once a month. It's terrifying, but thankfully I'm not horrible with money. So I plot and plan. So let me tell you what I do. When I get paid tomorrow, I pay all of my bills, everything. I don't care when it's due. If I have a credit card and the cycle hasn't passed, then I'll wait till that cycle pass and I'll pay it. But I pay everything because I have made the mistake of getting ahead of myself. Was like, oh yeah, and then I'm kind of short. So, but this is before I went full time. So I pay all of my bills on the 21st. I pay rent. I pay whatever credit. My car is paid off, so I'm straight on that. I pay my car insurance. I pay my phone bill. I pay everything, and then the rest, it is what it is. Okay, Chico says my CPM is 621. How you got 17? Chico, what do you talk about? Oh, this is a travel vlog channel. My other channel not monetized anymore. Wait a minute. Lisi, you need to go put paid promotion in your video. You got to put paid promotion in your video. You got do that right now. I was hoping that was not the case. Go put paid promotion in your video. Can't wait to be waiting on the 21st with you guys. So, Lisi, whenever you do a video, if you've been compensated to talk about a product, there's a thing that you can check. It says this video includes paid promotion. Check that box. All it does is it puts a tag in the video that says includes paid promotion. That way your viewers know that you have been compensated to talk about this video. So make sure you do that right now. Okay, so Chico says, here's the deal, bro. My CPM is that high. I would assume because I guess I talk about finance. I really don't know if my channel, like, for instance, it's under people and blogs, but they don't, like, YouTube doesn't have, when you're uploading a video, YouTube doesn't have finance. Like, you can pull down a drop list of different things that sports, like it has sports. So like my other channel is under sports, right? Automatically it's uploaded, it's under sports. But for this channel, it's people and blogs. But I'm assuming since YouTube doesn't have a finance selection, that finance could be under any one of those, right? I'm not sure, but that's why I was under the impression that finance was the highest niche that you could get. And I added on my own terms, in addition to their contract, I had to be able to speak freely and try out the product for a few weeks. Yes, Lisi, that is the absolute definition of paid promotion. That's what YouTube would prefer. So go into that video. I think you have to go into custom, and make sure you click the box includes paid promotion, save it, and then that way you cover yourself. It's man, it's not the Food Drug FDA. It's not the FDA. It's something else. There's something else. There's another acronym for it as to what that's called. So make sure you do that. And anytime you upload a video, like if you have an affiliate link, that's different. But if you are paid to promote a product, you got to put that in there. Oh, you did it. Okay, my bad. So you already knew. That's my bad. So disregard everything I just said. You know what? I must have been not paying attention because sometimes I'll hit plus because it pops up in the first whatever second. So yeah, no doubt. Okay, so you already knew. I was kind of nervous at first. Do you do the paid promotion if you promote an Amazon product? I'm an Amazon affiliate. I am working on pivoting my niche. To my knowledge, no. You can go read this stuff yourself and make your own decisions. But if I like an affiliate link, I don't put that up there. I let them know. Because like for instance, YouTube has, and this is what I wanted to show y'all. Let me cut here real quick. I'm gonna switch channels because I want to show you something that I've been using to my advantage, which is super cool. All right, so I'm going to go to Earn. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. All right. Okay, so check this out, y'all. Oh, let me bring this in. Okay. So I wanted to show you. Hold on. Let me do this twice. I'm going to duplicate this page real quick. And then I'm going to pull it up on the account that we're on. Yeah, Lisa, I was kind of nervous because I saw it and I was like, and I don't know why I didn't see it. Maybe it was still crust in my eyes. I have no idea. But I was like, man, I hope she got paid promotion in there. Okay. All right. So here's something that is super cool that I really, really do like. So I have, and Lisi, and if you guys are monetized, I would check this out, right? So as you guys know, I'm a Lions content creator. So I talk about the Detroit Lions. That's all I talk about. So I hit a certain milestone, and I don't know per se what that milestone was because I thought it was maybe a minimum number of 5. I think is it 5,000? It's got to be some type of milestone that you need to reach in order for this to be available. But if you have this, I would strongly recommend that you guys use it. And what it is it is the shopping tab in your Creator Studio. The shopping tab, you go to Earn, and you'll see here, it'll give you an overview. It gives you watch page ads, which is commercials, bumper displays, bumper ads, any type of ads you see on your video. That's what a watch page ad is. You have shorts ads, short feed ads. I don't do shorts, but YouTube has changed now. Shorts used to be 60 seconds, up to 60 seconds. Now they're up to 3 minutes. So I believe from the brief research I've done, you can make more money. All right, here are a few more ways to make money, and it all counts. It all adds up, okay? But one thing you got to know is you got to be able to give your viewer what you promised, right? Memberships is a great way to add another source of revenue, all right, to your AdSense. And yes, it goes into AdSense. It's not separate. All of this stuff goes into one thing. It's super cool. But one thing that I've learned from having members is, one, always be able to back up what you say. And two, never take anything away. So, for instance, let's just use Lisi B. Let's say Lisi B wanted to do, what's up, Jess? Let's say Lisi wanted to do a members-only live stream, members-only chat. And when she goes live, a members-only video where you could give your members something that a non-member can't get, but you don't take away from the non-members, if that makes sense. Another thing as well is supers. Of course, we talked about those earlier. Shopping. This is what I wanted to get to. Shopping is phenomenal. I use it for a particular Ridge wallet. So like anything Lions I want to sell that I don't have an affiliate link off the platform, meaning there are different companies that will give you an affiliate link off the platform, right? But YouTube has some sellers integrated into the system where all you got to do is go to your shopping tab. You may have to turn this on. I can't remember. Go to your shopping tab, search for a product. All right. Now, what I would recommend is a product that you can stand behind. So, for instance, I actually have a Ridge wallet. I used to carry a very bulky foldable wallet, and I actually left my Ridge wallet upstairs, but they make a Detroit Lions Ridge wallet. It's blue, it's got the lion on it, and I was like, man, I want to try one. This is perfect. So what I did is I ordered one, and then I can add it to my video. So when you see the products pop up, there's a little shopping bag, and you'll see a product, and then you'll look down underneath the video, and it'll show you the products that are tagged in the video. If somebody clicks on that product, I get a commission of that sale. I didn't have to do anything but click the product. So it's super cool. New ways for you to make money. Brand Connect is another way. I have not been offered any type of brand deals, and I'm not really worried about that. So that's another way too that you can. And I actually also have it here on this channel here. I just haven't used it yet. Finance and money are one of the biggest CPMs. Hey, Lisi, that's what's up. I've never had a brand deal, believe it or not. I've had like fake offers. That's another thing too, Lisi. Be very careful. I'm sure you are, because you've been doing this for a long time. But everybody that's aspiring, be careful for emails, phishing emails. Man, you'll get so many, and they tend to go to your spam. You'll get all these emails about try this product, try that product, never sign anything, never click on anything, none of that stuff, man. Always do your due diligence to make sure it's not a scam. Jess, how are you? Do you do paid promotion if you promote an Amazon product? Okay, so Planner, I don't know if I answered that already, but if you were compensated to promote that product, then that's when you click. Like, for instance, an affiliate link is different. An affiliate link, and the cool thing about affiliate links, the shopping tab, is that YouTube already lets the buyer know Syndicate Video Media earns a portion of this commission. Like they tell you right there. So from my understanding, if you are compensated, so let's say that you want to do a planner. You want to do a planner and they paid you, they compensated you, right, to talk about this product, then that would be different. And usually that means, very similar to Lisi, how there is a certain amount of minutes or whatever that you talk about the product. Usually that will consist of, hey, you talk about this product for 45 seconds, we'll pay you $300. That would entail paid promotion. Affiliate links are a little different. Jess says, I need links more on my channel. I use Amazon Associate and $25 gift. I would recommend everybody who's monetized, go into your Creator Studio, go to the Earn tab, go over to shopping and see if there are any products that you wouldn't mind having affiliate links to. It gets woven into your AdSense. And then when you trust me, all of this stuff, and none of you have to do this. It's not mandatory, but you'll be surprised because you'll have money from watch page ads. You have money from super chats and super thanks, super stickers. You have money from maybe Brand Connect if you have that. You have money from shopping. You have memberships. It all adds up. And instead of making $2,000 or $1,000, you can make $1,500, or you can make, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of cool. You charge the brand based off what you feel you're worth in addition to what your analytics say. Lisi, so you know about the Brand Connect Media Kit. It's awesome. I decided that my brand is worth a lot. Like on my other channel, in October, I reached, I had 1 million people. I think I had 1 million views. So I said, I'm not being bougie or big-headed or arrogant. I'm just like, I know my worth. I've reached hundreds of thousands of people per month. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're going to pay me. So I don't promote anything for free anymore on my other channels. And that's why when people tell me I have a poverty mindset because I'm not charging for channel reviews or one-on-ones, I find that offensive because I'm going to make my money in other ways. You feel what I'm saying? So I can make my money. What's up, Same O? Says, wow, didn't know this was available under shop. I thought it was only for see, there you go. Yep. So all of that adds up. All of that adds up. You can search and they've got a couple things, but right now I'm promoting the Ridge wallet. And so what I do is every time I upload a video about the Detroit Lions, it takes, 15 extra seconds. I click there are 4 items that I click. It's a wallet by itself, and then it's a wallet and key holder. It's a carbon fiber wallet and a key holder, and it's 4 items all the time. And if I make 2 or 3 sales a week or 1 sale a week, it's money I wouldn't have had otherwise. What's up, Daryl? Says, just finished my first ambassador sponsorship that starts in May. We'll see how it goes. Okay, Daryl, what is the ambassadorship for? What's up? What's going on air? Saying hello, good stuff. I just have a feeling I'm going to have a really good paid month in May from YouTube brand deals and AdSense. Well, Jess, I hope so. I've been watching your content. I was like, man, I hope you keep going. I know it's tough, but I hope you get, there is light on the other side. It really is. And I know you just recently decided to kind of change your style. And I hope you get going, because it is life. It's life after. I just don't promote anything for free anymore. There you go. Neither do I. Neither do I. Look, if I have a Pepsi, so for instance, the other day, I was drinking Celsius. On my other channel, I don't say what I'm drinking. If it's a Pepsi, I'll hold it, I'll put a piece of tape on it or cover the branding. I don't do nothing for free no more on that channel. Nothing as far as sponsorships. You know what I mean? These companies got money. They got money to pay me. I'm not trying to rob from the poor. You know what I'm saying? That's why why don't I charge for one-on-ones and reviews? A lot of reasons. But the major reason is I don't want y'all saying, hey, you said I paid you and it didn't work, right? Because the determining factor is you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want none of that blowing back on me. I'm like, I ain't about to, no, I'm straight. I am good. It's for a CRM called Jobber. They are big. Okay. All right, cool. Derek, do the companies come to us, the creators? Carlos, yes, they can. Yes, most of the time they do. I mean, you can feel free to reach out to them. I've done it. I've done it with a few on my other channel. But yeah, they can come to you. They usually do it through email, and you got to be very selective. You got to be careful. I always go and check to see the validity of what they're talking about. And even then, I've had some people, try to scam me inside of the emails. That's another thing too. If you guys are monetized, even if it's for fan funding, be very careful of phishing emails. I recommend that you subscribe to vidIQ. You follow them on Twitter if you have Twitter. There are always new scams that are trying to be run from people that they come in, you give them access to your channel. They're not going to necessarily get into your channel unless you give them access. And it's always some sneaky way that they get in. Don't download anything from an email unless you can verify the source of the email. Always check the sender of the email. Always check for spelling errors, for Photoshop looking stuff. It'll be a comma where a period should be. It'll be a mistype. They are always trying to get in your channel. No free labor over here. Hey, absolutely. Especially when you have the reach that I have. Let me see if I can show y'all. Okay, so let me click over here. Go back to my old channel. I'm going to go to my analytics. Man, we've been on for an hour already? That's crazy. So we're going to go to, let me see. I see I can't show one without the other. Let me see something. All right, I'm going to go to October of 2024. I'm going to hit apply. And I want to show you how many views I had. I can't show you the views without showing you the revenue, which is unfortunate. Let me see, can I? Let me see if I go to see more. Oh, yep. Okay. Can I remove this? Hide metric. Bada boom. I can. Okay. There we go. I can show you now. That's what's up. You can. Okay, cool. Let me make sure it ain't here. Okay. So in the month of October, leading up to, what happened in November in America, right? I want to show you what my reach was. Okay. And this is why when it comes to these big corporations, I'm not doing nothing for free. Nothing for free. I'm not going to be, lowballed. I'm not being, if you want what I got, then you going to pay me, right? So this is my October of 2024. I had 1 million views. I had 82,000 hours of watch time. I grew 1,700 subscribers. Look at my impressions. I had 7 million impressions. 7 million, which means that my video was at least shown to 7 million people. And 1 million people clicked on the video. So let's do the math, right? So if the conversion rate of the typical conversion rate, let's say it's 3%, right? So that means that every 100,000 people that I got in front of, 3 people made a sale, right? So if I got in front of 1 million people, that 3% of that is 30,000. So could you imagine if I made a company, I had 30,000 people make a purchase. That is why I am not going to give anything away for free. Not anymore. And that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, there is a way for me to make money without charging for one-on-ones or charging for reviews. It's plenty of ways to make money. And I said, I'm trying to build relationships with people rather than, get a quick buck. Daryl says, my channel is about business and work as a contractor. Daryl, that's I wonder if that falls under finance. Yeah, T, absolutely. So do you think after I get monetized, I should reach out to them because I already have 4 in mind? Okay, Carlos, you can. It won't hurt to do that, but here's what you need to remember. Advertisers want eyes, right? They want people, so they're going to be judging whether or not they want to work with you. Some of them, it doesn't always apply to everybody, on how many eyes you get on your channel, right? So that's why I just showed that metric. The more eyes you get on your channel, the more people will probably be willing to work with you. All right, let me see how long we've been on. Dang, for 52 minutes. All right, so we got about 10 minutes to go. Let me cut back here. So any questions, anything you guys want to talk about in the last 10 minutes? But I am trying to set up an interview with Lacey B when she has time, because I do this. This is what I do. So whenever she has time, we'll set something up. She will be my first interview. There's a couple other people that reached out to me. And when you fill out the form interview, I added a question. And for everybody that already filled it out, before that was added, I'll, extend that same option to you as well. I watch because I think you've got your stuff together. And I appreciate that you're not pushing something free on me. That's in 30 days. You will want 30. Even brands usually don't work with you until you're getting about 10K views per episode. Yeah. So you gotta have some reach, Carlos. Like, I'm not saying don't ask, because you could find a very niche kind of advertiser that's like cool, but they want you to sell their product, right? So therefore, and like I was talking about conversion rate. So conversion rate is the number of people that click on an opportunity that actually buy. So for instance, it could be 3%, it could be 5%, it could be 15%, right? So, but for me, especially with these big companies, if you got money to be big, then you got money to pay me. And like I said, and let me see something. What have I done in a I'm on the wrong screen. I almost showed y'all my business, man. I almost showed you my business, dog. Okay, let me go to April. Let's see, last 28 days. Okay, the last 28 days, I have reached 114,000 people. How many impressions have I had? I have had 1 million impressions. I say, oh my God, dude, wow. So see, on average, this is a slow month for the NFL. This is a super slow month for the National Football League. And I'm still reaching 1 million people, right? But 100,000 actually stopped to watch my videos. So that if you're talking about 3%, that's still 3,000 people that made a purchase. And that 3,000 people could make them 30 grand, 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you about to pay me, dog. All right, where'd my chat go? Right here. Much love for him. Yeah, absolutely, Carlos, for sure, man. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. I did see, like, there's a way to do what you're doing, and I've been seeing your videos and stuff, and you just gotta make sure you thumbnail, title, tag. I still tag. You don't have to if you don't want to. You know, a description, and yeah, just be consistent, bro. I mean, with the kind of content that I do on YouTube, because I'm in the sports stuff, right? So for instance, here's how Thursday's gonna go for me. The NFL draft, for everybody that doesn't know about football, it's when the teams, the 32 teams in the NFL, they select new players coming out of college to be on their team. All 32 teams have picks. There are 7 rounds of 32, sometimes more depending on what they call a compensatory pick. Just stay with me. Everybody's like, what is it? Just stay with me. So over the course of the last 5 years, I've developed a history of being, like I said, to start this live stream off, of being live during the NFL draft. So at 7 o'clock on Thursday, that's this Thursday, the 24th of April, I will be live. Super chats, super stickers, super thanks. They all come in. And that's why I was telling y'all, you don't have to ask for anything. Your people, build that relationship first, and people will give it to you. Think about it. We naturally want to give, right? That's who we are as people. We want to give. We have to not give a homeless person something because they might be scamming us, right? So we want to give. So just let people give. That's why there is a feature on live streams now called Goal, and I can actually type it in. Now watch what happens. Watch this. I don't want anybody to do anything. Don't donate, but I want to, okay. I want to show you something. Okay, can I go any lower? Do not donate. Let me see. We'll do this. We'll do this. And then we'll say, do not do this, right? So watch what happens in your chat. You should see something pop up that says goal. Okay? So there's a target of 1 super chat, right? I don't use this feature because I don't like it. I don't like it. So what I do, I just let people donate on their own. If they want to donate, they donate. But you never have to ask for anything, man. Your people will do it. Carlos says, I tag all the time. I just need that camera ASAP so I don't depend on anyone. Okay, so Carlos, real quick before we get off, why do you depend on somebody? Like, I mean, not why, but what are they doing? Do they start the camera for you? Do they have to, like, how does, if you can tell me real quick. But yeah, let me see. So that's really it. I guess what we'll do is we will do I'll probably do like a CPM video versus RPM and stuff like that. RPM is relatively new. RPM is probably a few years old. It used to just be CPM. Oh, they set up your phone and tripod. Okay. Yeah, Carlos. Okay. Let me show you something real simple. If you have the room, okay, you could probably spend a couple bucks. Maybe, you have to get one to make sure it is conducive to holding your camera without falling. You can get a tripod. So for me, my tripod and camera is directly in front of me, but yours seem to be off to the side, right? Even if you don't have room on a table, if you've got room for your tripod to come up and point down at you at like an angle, bro, you can do that and you never have to get any help again. You never have to get, all you need to do is figure out if you need a driver for your camera, what the proper wire is to make it work, and that's it, bro. And you would never need, so when I come downstairs, I turn on my camera, I turn on my computer, and I go from there. Yeah. Yep. So listen, it's a lot y'all don't know. That's why I'm so much that's why my mission is to prevent a particular individual from stopping scamming. But listen, we gonna get off right now because we've been on for about an hour. But I will say this, and I don't know if they're going to be watching and listening. I think it's about to get juicy. It's about to get juicy. Now, will it still be scamming? I don't know, but I think there's a reason they've been missing for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, however many days it's been. I know we haven't. This is the longest we haven't talked about her. I'm excited about that, no doubt about it. But it's gonna get juicy. So be prepared for something. I guarantee within the next week they're asking for something. They're asking for something, and I think. Let's just say I caught a community post that was very telling. It was very telling, but they had never once mentioned it on any of their videos. See if you picked it up. See if you picked it up. You had to be real quick. You had to be real quick to pick it up. See, I got eyes in these streets, man, who voluntarily give me information. I don't ask for it. They just give it to me. So, yeah. I'll put it like this. Will they soon have a scamming partner? That's all I'm going to say. With that, I'm going to say farewell, Avita, and enjoy the rest of your night, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will catch y'all next Sunday. See you then.
This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, Don't mistake the new me for the old me. They can't stop me now, I'm with the home team. No beginner, I'm a winner. Took a couple losses, now I'm cooking, let me simmer. Yeah, tunnel vision, all I see is win, 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 win. This my city section where you been. We move faster alone, but go further together. We can weather any weather forever. A dream team, I done seen things. Confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team, I here celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like, Forget the things you probably thought you knew. A new day is approaching, turn the gray skies into blue. I grew up on these same blocks, school of hard knocks. Had to get it on a hard time, took the hard shots, but we made it. Anticipated, highly decorated. The home team is winning, celebrated. The victory is all mine, and everything is alright. And you know how to see things, confidence is on 100,000. I got family for miles, running up the mileage. Made it through some trials and some tribulations. Now me and the team, I here celebrating, yeah. This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like,